In today's short video, we're going to talk about the art of detaching from an ex, a relationship, or a crush. Okay, so I really love these type of topics of attachment and detachment because it's something that is so needed that a lot of people don't understand how to remove themselves from a person that isn't good for them and learn to live and be happy within themselves. But if you're new here for the first time, my name is Tyson and this is Owning Purpose. Here we talk about personal growth, breaking limiting beliefs, and spirituality. And in this video, we're talking about the art of detaching. So the first thing that I want to mention when it comes to why are we even attached in the first place, this goes back to eons of things, okay? It could be your family members and your parental guides. It could be a coach. It could be a bunch of things, people who are influential to you as a child, and you can be attached to those things. And because you were attached to those people who didn't give you maybe what you needed as a child, now that you're an adult, you actually are clinging on to the same type of people, but just in different bodies with different names, okay? It's pretty crazy, all right? And I made a whole inner child healing series if you guys want to watch that. But when we talk about the art of detaching from an ex, you first have to ask yourself, why are you attached to this person in the first place? Okay, where does this attachment come from? And what I've learned in my own experience is that I was attached to what I thought someone was, right? What I thought the potential of that person could have been. And so I created a bunch of different videos about how to stop obsessing and how to just like move on, and that's how you end up manifesting someone, because when we learn to detach, we actually can then surrender. So when we're surrendering, we're actually letting go of what we think that this thing needs to be. So for an example, you can be attached to a crush, thinking that I have to be with this person, and if I'm not with this person, I'm going to lose my mind, right? But when you understand that you are not in control of what happens in this relationship, you can only do your part, you then learn the power of detachment, okay? But if you struggle with this attachment style and you know that you're an anxious attachment or you're somebody who's really codependent, these are things that you really have to go down and do shadow work, okay? You have to really understand, hey, why am I going through this? Why do I have these things happening to me right now? And one thing that I will give you is that as I've moved on in my own dating experiences, I only dated about like 2 other people after my ex, right? And I realized that a lot of my attachment was because I wasn't healed, okay? I wasn't healed in certain areas. And so a lot of the times when we are not healed or when we don't feel confident in certain areas, we will hold on to someone that is more confident than we are because it will give us some type of validation, even if it's nonverbal validation, okay? Or maybe we'll hold on to someone because they have traits that we don't have. And so we find that attractive and we want to say, oh, this is my man, this is my person. But what we don't realize is that we're not attaching necessarily to the person, we're attaching to the lack of what we don't have inside of us that we actually need to work on, okay? So how do we become detached from this thing of we think that we need to be like this person, but in reality we can actually just heal and learn to have whatever trait that we're looking for in another person in ourselves, is to sit down and actually journal out what are the pain points that happened to you in your last dating experience that's making you attached to the new guy and it's hard for you to detach. Or what is it about relationships that you always get so easily attached to someone, okay? And it's hard for you to detach. So when we learn actually all these parts of getting out of attachment and we step into detachment, detachment is where we can live life on free terms. Detachment is where we can have more flow. We're not forcing things. We're not expecting something to happen in the way that we want it to. We're more free flow when we're detached from something. So the art of this is understanding that, excuse me, the art of it is that you don't own anybody, right? The art of it is that no one is actually yours, and that if you actually love people authentically, whether they come or whether they go, you're going to be good, right? You're going to be okay. So one thing that I started practicing and I started doing recently is allowing myself to say that I'm actually the main character of my own life and that I attract people to me. and that I am not going to go out of my way for people that have already shown me they clearly don't care whether I'm around or not. So when you get into this mindset, it doesn't mean that you're saying F everybody and I'm not going to be around anyone anymore. All that means is I'm going to take my power back, because I know that I don't need to go chase anybody, because I am all that I have within myself. I love myself. I am fine. I am attractive. I am valuable. I am worthy. I am deserving of this love. But I will not go out of my way to force this love or to force this situation. So that is the art and the power of detachment from an ex, from a relationship, is understanding with an ex, okay, it is what it is, right? We already had this conversation with this person and they can't perform the way that, I would like the both of us just to grow. It's not about blaming someone else. It's about growing together and moving through whatever process or situation that you guys are having. And if they can't do that, okay, you move along, right? Stop forcing things. When you force, you're actually repelling that person. That person's going away from you. Okay, when you call people and text people like crazy, they are not going to want to talk to you. They're going to think you're like cuckoo. When we talk about relationships, okay, you're dating somebody right now. You start to detach from that person by not saying I don't want to be with this person anymore, but by saying I am not going to be held on to this person. I'm going to learn how to date myself and love myself while I'm still in this relationship. I'm going to practice my self-care. I'm going to practice my journaling. I'm going to practice my shadow work. I'm going to still reprogram and take off paradigms from me being a child and things that don't align with me anymore. I'm not going to rely on someone for my happiness. I'm not going to rely on someone to tell me that I'm beautiful. All those things are just extra compliments. I already know who I am. So when you make those decisions, okay, or even with a crush, you can say the same thing. I'm not relying on this person to be my boyfriend, to be my girlfriend. I'm actually my own girlfriend. I'm my own boyfriend. I take myself out. I'm good. I have fun. I'm happy. And I surrender, and I know I'm deserving of all good things. And so when you start to reprogram your mind, you will then start to have different experiences. A lot of people get into relationships with a crush, with an ex, and they rely so much of their emotional satisfaction, their instant gratifications in love, their insecurities that they need to work on, and they place them on a person, and they think that that person's supposed to give it to them. They're not. I've said this before in a previous video. I thought that my ex was going to give me the college experience that I wanted when we moved up here. And I've had the best college experience without him. Seriously, because I realized that my validation in college and what I wanted to have was not placed on a person. And what I also realized was that I felt like I was missing out because I was at a community college and he was in an actual university. So I thought I was missing out on my college experience, when in reality, the reality is I was not missing out on anything. I had everything that it is that I needed. I just needed to be patient enough to say I'm deserving of even better experiences and not relying on this person. And now this person is not even in my life anymore. So it just goes to say, when I look back at my life and I look back at all that I've done throughout these 4.5 years of school, I have been very happy with myself because I did not rely on a friend. I didn't even rely on a dating experience or my ex to do those things. So when you understand that you are powerful by yourself, you are powerful within yourself, you have all the love that you need within you. And if you feel like you don't, then go watch my Inner Child Healing series, because that's going to help you to unravel some things that you may feel like has kept you stuck over the last couple of years, in your dating experience, or maybe just in your life. You cling on to men because you feel like you didn't get love from your dad, okay? So start to understand that when you can detach from these things, and detaching doesn't mean you don't care. Detaching means you respect yourself enough to give yourself love and to not depend on other people to give you certain things that you really need to be healing in your life. Okay, I'm giving it to you straight like what it is, all right? If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button right down below. Also, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post multiple times throughout the week, every week, so make sure that you come on over, join the Owning Purpose family. I really want to teach you how to tap into your gift, tap into your purpose. And if you are actually into wanting to know how can I detach from love, but also how can I get into my purpose, I have a free ebook that you can download right down below in the description box. It's called The Start to Discovering Your Own Purpose. You can start self-reflecting on your own life. You can start owning your purpose today and walking in your gift, taking your gift and turning it into your purpose. And that's all that I do on this channel. I just use my gift, I use my experiences, and I help you guys in the best way that I can. And thank you guys almost for 2,000 subscribers. I'm really, really excited about that. I know I talked a mouthful. Sorry if I talk really fast, but I hope you all enjoyed these 10 minutes. And I hope that this helps you in some type of way. Please comment down below your thoughts, any questions or topics that you want to hear next, okay? I create videos for y'all, okay? This is not, I just enjoy making the videos, but the topics are for y'all and for myself too sometimes. But anyway, check out these other videos. Make sure you check out the relationship advice and manifestation playlist, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.